I've got my buddy here with me, and we're making some better and better pickles. But what we've got so far is we've got 4 onions sliced up and 10 cups of cucumbers. And here in a minute we're going to do the brine for them. So, all right, roll the music and we'll get started. Okay, we've got everything sliced up, and this is a 1/2 cup of pickling salt. So we're going to put that in there. And then you said we had to toss it around?
Yes.
All right. Gosh, this is just such fun. All right. I think we're pretty much there.
Now the water.
Okay, you say you want them covered.
Yes, all the way to the top.
Okay, I think that's pretty close. Okay, now these have to soak for 2 hours.
2 hours.
So we'll turn it off for now, and then we'll get back to you when we get ready to do the rest of it. All right, we're supposed to rinse these things now.
Yes.
So dumping them out of the pan.
And run some water over them. Now, what I do is I actually put the pan back in the pot.
Right.
Underneath the strainer and fill it up with water as I'm rinsing.
You put the pan under the pot.
Yes.
And put, oh, I missed a couple of pieces of onion. Can't be missing onion. Okay, go ahead and explain to me.
And then I go ahead and run the water and fill it up. And then I dump my pan back out and I redo that. That way you're kind of ensuring of getting the salt from in between everything. Because they kind of float.
Alright, let me get this hose back out of the way.
And then you don't need a hose either.
I like it though. Having fun with the hose, damn it. Okay, the pan's full.
Alright, so now.
Slosh it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Dump it.
Dump it and do it again.
Do it again. Okay. You're totally sure on this?
Positive. Then
All
we're going
right.
to take the pan out and then we're going to run the water around on the inside and make sure we get all of it.
Toss them a little bit again.
Yeah, keep tossing them. So like doing laundry. By hand. I know you've never done
I've never
that.
done laundry by hand, no.
Alright then.
Okay.
Alright.
Dumper pan.
Dump your pan, set it aside, and I just kind of run some water over those and hold it up out of that water and let it run clear. And you should have it, because
Should be. I think we did a thorough job of rinsing as we could do.
yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, you said 3 cups of vinegar.
3 cups of white vinegar.
Okay.
2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of mustard seed.
That's a coffee measure because a coffee measure is 2 tablespoons.
Okie dokie.
I knew I was a little short of something. Wasn't sure what it was. Okay.
1 teaspoon of celery seed and 1 teaspoon of turmeric.
Celery seed.
That would be that one.
A teaspoon, you say?
A teaspoon.
Okay.
You can pop that top off if you want. And a teaspoon of turmeric.
Okay. Okay. Then you bring that to a simmer, right?
Bring it to a boil and boil until the sugar has dissolved.
My wife is swiping a lighter again. Okay, sneak over here and grab a spoon so I can mix. And of course, immediately I can't find one. There we go. All right. Well, we can turn our stuff boiling. So we're going to put our cucumbers and onions in there. Basically just bring it back to a boil and then turn it off.
Well, you can turn it down on a simmer because you want to keep it hot while you're filling your jars. So just turn it way down and just let it simmer.
Turned her. We let our pickles come to a hard simmer.
To a boil.
Simmer. Now we're ladling them into the jars. So
you want to get
how
them
much
to
headspace
within
do we want to leave?
about an inch.
About an inch of headspace.
Or to a ½ inch.
Well, I believe that there's done it. In fact, possibly a little more than done it.
And take some out. And you want to ladle a little juice in there on top too.
Yeah.
You don't want to get all onions. You want to make sure that you've got pickles in
I
there.
think we're okay. I want to get just a little bit more juice out of the pot. I think that's all right, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we take our rag.
Clean the
And
rim.
I'm sure you guys have seen this all before, but and a hot lid. And I've seen several different views and opinions on how to tighten these, how hard to tighten them.
Just hand tighten them, but you want them tight enough that if one of the jars falls over, it doesn't leak out.
We've got our pots boiling, put our jars in. We boiled it for 10 minutes. Then we took the lid off our pot. We let it sit for 5, so it cooled down a little bit, and then we pulled them out. And here they are. We got 5 pints of pickles. I want to show you one thing, just for the heck of it, because I have heard a person say, "Hey, I don't want to go buy a canner." This is not a canner. This is just a big pot, and I've got some jar rings in the bottom so that the jars don't sit clear down on the bottom of the pan. Works just fine. For a small batch, it'll hold 7 pints. Good enough.
There you go.
I'm just going to introduce you to my buddy that come help me do
And now I'm
this.
gone.
All right.
I'm out of here.
That was my buddy and I making bread and butter pickles. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not the most professional video we've ever put out, but it was fun to do anyway. And she didn't really want to be in it, you know, so I kind of snuck in a little peek of her at the end there. I want to explain that, you know, our relationship is such that we pick on each other back and forth. So I don't want anybody to get the impression that we were ever unhappy with each other. We started out friends and we left as friends. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you had a quality day.